Hi everybody, welcome to my latest video. I've got a doozy for you this time because this wall is finally coming down and I've got some stones ready to go in there and work is going to move forward and I'm very, very excited. But before I get into all of the fun stuff with the wall, I'm going to travel back in time to when we had a yurt warming party at Sinead's. Coming to the party? Happy housewarming.
Thanks, neighbor.
Thanks. It was a really nice gathering. We had some neighbors come, we had some friends come from further afield, and it was just a really nice evening. The lights were out, it was all set up beautifully, and we had some good food, and some Irish music came out later on, and it was just a really good time. And it was nice to share all the stuff that she set up, nice showing people what she's done, and it's always just nice to share a lot of your hard work with others. So she proudly hosted a whole bunch of people, and we had a lot of fun, a little bit too much fun. And then the visitors, Hannah, Eileen, and Paul headed off back up the track. The van made it, thankfully. It was a little less adventurous on the way back up than it was on the way down, and they were off. So they had a long 3-day drive back to Brittany. Again, they did a 3-day drive to get here with a van packed with amazing stuff. Sinead has her yurt completely kitted out with lots of beautiful things now, and there's lots of useful stuff for the future house as well. So it was a great trip. I enjoyed having them here. Sinead did as well. I think they all enjoyed themselves despite the brutal heat, and it was really nice having them. So thanks guys for coming. It was great meeting you all. Hannah, it was great seeing you again, and I hope to see you guys again sometime soon. And so back to work. Last night I was feeling very inspired as the sun went down. It was getting very dark, and so I had a little flurry of activity until the sun set. It was very enjoyable, very relaxing, and I was mentally preparing for today's big day of work. Good morning everybody, it's windy, it's wonderful, there's a chill in the air, and it's really nice to see that the summer has probably gone, or at least it's on its way, or at least the heat wave is gone. I actually wouldn't mind a little bit more summer because it has been a little chilly at night. So now is the time when I transition from complaining about the heat into complaining about the cold. It's just the natural cycle of things. So I'm up early, I'm very sleepy, I haven't had any coffee put into my face yet. And that's because I've been dreaming about this window. And when I say dreaming, I mean having kind of nightmares. It's been haunting my dreams, and I basically just wanted to get up and get started. So in addition to the little flurry of work that I did on the window, I also set some stuff up. I brought the table out this morning. I brought out all the things that I'll need to do the work. I'm going to be attempting to grind these stones today. I want to grind a little ridge into them where this wooden window box is going to sit. It'll make more sense when I show you rather than trying to describe it. I also mixed up some lime, and this stuff is the HL5 lime, and that's because this one I think sets better and harder and quicker. I'm not convinced about this NHL5 lime. It's a little bit softer. Eventually it will cure, but I need something that's gonna cure more quickly so that this thing solidifies and so nothing's moving around, everything's nice and solid. I also moved the sink away and cleared everything away to be able to work inside here. I don't exactly know what I'm going to get done today, but some of the things I need to do are pushing this up a bit more. I've got some shims I'll get it up onto, and then I can kind of put rocks underneath it and put them in with lime. And yeah, clay out this window hole. But before I do any of that stuff, I want to make sure I have all 4 of the stones ready. And they're basically gonna go here on the sides, and then one's gonna sit on the top of the 2 side ones. So, it's all very scary, but it's also very exciting because I'm hoping to get a lot of stuff done today. So, I've got loads to do. I'm just gonna get into the work. Oh no! What a pain in the ass. So I'm off to a really bad start. I just dropped the stone and broke the stone, so that is beyond annoying because this was quite a good one. So lesson learned the hard way, these things are fragile. So now I'm gonna have to not be so aggressive with them and find a new one. But I have 3 here that I'm hoping to use, so I'm gonna be a bit more gentle and yeah, not drop them and hopefully not break anymore. Well, I guess it is good to know that these things aren't invincible and I need to be a bit more careful. So that's the start to my morning. Hopefully it's not indicative of how this day goes. Onward. Maybe I can use them as a little table. All is not lost. So in theory, this will be the thickness of the sill, and I'm gonna grind a little ridge out here, down kind of a little right angle notch. That's where the window box is gonna sit. And that's kind of my idea. So, let's grind. So I think this might actually work, and trust me, I'm as surprised as you may be. But I don't want to speak too soon because I've got a lot of work to do, so I'm gonna just get on with doing these stones, and hopefully the ideas that I have in my head actually work in reality. The sun is out, it is beating down on me. It's not massively enjoyable, and it's still quite early. And this grinder is absolutely chewing through the batteries, but I'm making some very good progress, I believe. However, my back is sore and I'm tiring of it, so I think what I'll do is just make 2 stones for now. This is gonna be my bottom one, which we'll finish together. And this is gonna be one of the side ones, and I've made a little ridge, so imagine this is up on its side. You know what? I'm just gonna finish the work and show you rather than tell you, but it's been a bit tricky cutting off these thick ends. My grinder only goes so deeply, so I've got to kind of dig into it bit by bit, and that's super time consuming. Right now, I'm just trying to make the same little ridge on this one. And this one's gonna be my bottom lintel. So once I have this finished, I think I'll start ripping the stones out of the wall, which I'm looking very forward to.
Yeah!
Hello!
Good work. Are you enjoying this?
No, I am not enjoying it. Grinding stone is my least favorite task. Hi, Sinead.
Hi.
How's Pilates?
Was bendy.
It's a bendy thing.
Bendy thing.
Are you excited to be back and to possibly help me with some window tasks?
I couldn't stop thinking about it.
Ah, that's
It's the one thing on my mind.
a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So, I'm at a momentous occasion where I'm going to break this stone apart. Do you want to see?
I do.
Okay.
I actually timed it.
Let's do it. Come look at the madness. So I have my first ridge. Behold.
Delicious.
And nutritious. And then I have the second.
Delicious.
Watch your flip-flop feet.
Yeah.
And so this will be the top of the lintel. This will be the front. It's not actually a lintel, it's the bottom part. And then right now I'm gonna see if I can bash that piece out. The sill, that's the word. Yeah, so let's bash this baby out and hopefully it goes as planned.
Excellent.
So these are the proper tools for the job, for working with stone, but I don't know. Something about these little guys just appeals to me, so let's see if I can chip this out. Do you think I can?
If any woman can do it, Kirsty, you can do it.
I love the positive reinforcement. Let's do this. I don't know how this is gonna go. So far, not well. I think it needs more grinding, Sinead. Or maybe it needs the big tools. More grinding. So that didn't go quite as planned. I have a little bit more grinding. I've got to make the cuts a little bit deeper. So the show, Sinead, will be coming soon.
And I will be waiting.
So, back to the grinder. And I'll see you again. And hopefully this is ready to come out. So, I made another cut. And you know, I didn't think it was going to come out so easy.
It's nice, isn't it?
I gave it a little tap with the hammer.
Stone warmth now.
And off it popped. So you can imagine.
Abracadabra. Yeah.
Exactly, a little bit of abracadabra. So I'm going to just keep going on this. Anyway, I'm not exactly sure why I've been talking with the mask and earphones on, because it's very hot in there. But Sinead, you have witnessed a little bit of the stone breaking. And I'm going to continue on. And yeah, it's pretty hot out here. I don't feel amazing about doing this, but I'm almost finished, so. You got a lot of stuff on there. You got a lot of stuff. Luckily not far to go. All right, see you later.
Bye.
I'll finish this off and summon you when it's ready to go into the wall. Almost there. This has been very tough, not helped by the fact that I only have one rock grinding blade left and I think it's dull, so I'll need to pick up some more of those before I continue on the job. But for now, I think I've got enough blade left to finish this, and let's see if this pops out as expected. Okay, success. I've got a little bit of tidying up to do, but I cannot bear to do that right now. Right now, I want to change into something a little less hot and go tackle that wall. And I'm really looking forward to this part. So it's a lot later than I was expecting. It's about 6:30, I think, now. The stones are where I left them. The window is also how I left it. But inside, I've done a couple of small things. I've put a curtain up to guard against dust. Not exactly well, but it's better than nothing. And I've kind of stuck a few things up above the faux lintel to hold that in place a little bit better. It still doesn't do much about the rebar on the other side that's poking out, which is quite terrifying looking. But as you can see, the end of the rafters doesn't actually even come to the front of the building, so those are kind of only sitting on one half of the wall, which does make me mildly concerned about the construction quality of the building, but it also makes my life a lot easier because none of the roof is actually being supported by the front part of the wall, which I'm about to remove. So let's just start chipping away at this thing, and fingers and toes crossed, everything goes okay. So before I get started with smashy, the reason I've been delayed is because I've been doing writing for my friend's tour company blog. And I mentioned this in the previous video, my August update video, and I did this so you can see his tour company and nothing showed up. And a lot of you out there are telling me that when I try to share a video and link back to it, it doesn't actually show up when I'm pointing to it. And that's partly because sometimes I just forget. So I think in the last video that was the issue. So up here now you'll see the tour company my friend works for in case you're interested in going to Africa. But for anybody out there who watches on other devices, it seems like it's also an issue. So anytime from now on that I link to something, of another video or whatever, in the video, I'll also put a link down below in the description. So I've been enjoying doing the writing. I interviewed one of their tour guides in Rwanda, and it was really interesting, and it just took me back to my time in Kigali, and it was a really enjoyable conversation and lovely to chat to her, and just a nice way to spend the afternoon. But another nice way to spend the afternoon is destruction. So let's make a start. I'm not going to do it all today because it's getting late, but my goal for right now is to get this window out and to bring everything down about halfway. I think I need to be taller. Okay, this is much better. So I figured I'd do something a little different than what I usually do, which is setting these sorts of scenes to music. And I thought I would spend a moment to chat about how wonderful people are on my YouTube channel, how many amazing comments I get. I just get so much positive reinforcement, so much encouragement, and it's really amazing. It's not at all what I was expecting from this world of YouTube. Sinead has said to many people, if you're ever feeling sad, if you're ever feeling down, go have a read of my comment section on my YouTube channel and you'll cheer up because there's just so many nice people. I almost never get bad comments, and I just get so much, so many good ideas, so much encouragement. And many channels, viewers might think ripping apart my wall was a bad idea, and sometimes I do get comments saying, what are you doing, you're insane, but not very many. Most people are kind of like, you got this, give it a go, have a try, and what's the worst that could happen? The worst that could happen is this falls on my head, but I don't think that's gonna happen, and I've definitely done a lot more sketchy things on this channel, I'm sure. So I just want to say thanks to everybody out there who comments and gives me some positive vibes, all the good ideas, and I really, really appreciate it. And this is gonna go totally fine. All right, enough chatter. Let's get to work. So before I continue on, I just wanted to take a moment to appreciate this beautiful view. Once I get this window in, it's going to be pretty sweet. Almost there. This is definitely going to be a big change, but I'm ready for it. I'm ready for some change, and it's all very exciting. Goodbye, window. So that's what it looks like on the inside of the house from the outside. Let's go inside and take a peek. That's definitely a major development. It's a little nerve-wracking considering I don't yet have a way to block it all up again, but I'm sure I'll come up with something tomorrow. Ah, she's a beautiful view. What's all this noise, Mikey? What is it? I know. I know. You guys stay away from falling rocks. So I actually feel like perhaps this is a good place to stop. I might try to get this guy out, might clear off some of this stuff, but I don't want to be messing around with these super huge rocks tonight, I don't think. I'll take care of this one tomorrow, and then there's a massive one in here as well, and I probably want Sinead's help for that. So I'm going to call it quits on work today. I feel like it's been a pretty productive day considering I've also crammed in some online work as well. So I've got a lot of work ahead of me tomorrow. I really want to get at least the bottom stone into this wall, which means I have to take all these stones out. And then I'll need to come up with some way to block off the window as well. So it's going to be a big day tomorrow, and I'm planning on going to a market in the evening too, which hopefully I'll share with you. So I'm going to have an early night tonight and be up bright and early tomorrow to tackle this mega mission. Hey Larry. Hey Mikey. What do you guys think of this crazy thing I'm doing? I hope I have your support and approval as well, because it's looking pretty scary. It's definitely going to be a breezy evening, but I think tomorrow we're going to have some really big changes. Thoughts? Comments? Nothing to say. So everything is exactly how I left it yesterday, which was not my intention. I fully planned on pushing on with the work. But if I'm honest with you, I'm finding it a little hard to find this perfect balance between hosting visitors. I've got some more visitors coming this weekend. Doing the online writing work, which is something that's relatively new for me. So I've got to figure out how to fit that into my usual schedule. Doing the actual work, and then actually making the videos, sitting down and doing those. So I've got a lot going on at the moment, and I'm just trying to find that sweet spot. So I really don't want to rush this. I need to pick up a few things at the tool store. I need some more grinding blades just to finish off those lintel stones. And I want to get them all prepared before I actually pull this out. So I've had a rethink about how I want to do things, and I'm going to slow down just a little bit. Slow down even more than usual, believe it or not, and take my time on this rather than just bulldozing ahead with pulling the rocks out. So I'll probably come up with some kind of wooden thing to block the window off, and once I get that, I'll start tearing things apart in the coming days. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a full day of work, and I feel like I did get a lot of stuff done that I was kind of dreading. I wasn't exactly sure how things would work out with those long stones. I know now that they're way more fragile than I expected, which is unfortunate, but I do have some more to choose from. And I know that my plan of grinding a ridge into them is going to work as well. So that's all good news. It's all very encouraging, and I really am super excited to push on with this. I just have some other commitments at the moment before I can. So as always, thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or just want to say hi, please leave a comment. If you liked it, give it a like, and I'll see you in the next video.